Hi everyone and welcome back to Autumn of Series 14 in Forza Horizon 5. This is Pop-Up Headlights, the first seasonal championship we'll do in this week's festival playlist, and the car restrictions for it are kinda unique. As the name suggests, the car must have pop-up headlights to qualify for participation in this champ. So that's a whole new unique category that was made up for this seasonal championship. Specifically, I'm not sure if it's going to be available for event lab to choose from, but we'll see that. But for now, it is here for this champ. And when I saw the restrictions, my first car of choice was obviously Lamborghini Miura, because whenever the requirements fit, I do choose Miura. It's a wonderful, beautiful car which I absolutely love. But then in the last minute, I guess, I thought to myself, now just for the sake of variety, I need to have something else. So here we are driving this Mazda RX-7 in the second place. Now I'm going to be trying to pass our teammate here for the first place, which is not too hard because they went a bit too wide, a little bit too aggressive on returning back to the racing line, but I don't think that's intentional. That's probably just the way a person drives. Okay, a little bit more contact here, but I should be fine out of this corner for the first position, and then I guess the goal is to build up a little bit of a gap so that we do not run into risk of being rammed in this track, which happens quite often if you run it with other people. As you can imagine, the narrow streets of Guanajuato and the tunnels, they kind of call for a little bit of restraint when driving, and that's not something that Forza population in general is famous for. So yeah, there's usually collisions left and right, and quite often they're quite nasty, all these sticking corners out of the walls and things like that do tend to mess up your racing quite a bit, especially as the road conditions today are not very perfect. We don't have rain, but it's clearly post-rain because the whole road is wet, which makes it a little bit more slippery than usual. And the car I drive and the tuner drive is a rear-wheel drive build, so you need to make sure you're a little bit careful on the throttle, especially exiting from the corners, because if you slam the throttle when getting on the power, you're gonna probably start sliding sideways or even spin out, which is not something you want because that's in general very slow. On average, whether you drive this solo or in co-op, I have the same advice to give. Make sure you have some patience before starting this championship, and make sure to use your brakes. There's a whole lot of slow corners here, and the better you brake, the less you slide out of the corners, the less are the chances of you slamming into the walls, and the faster you'll be. As you can see, I kind of drive slowly, but the gap keeps growing between me and the rest of the pack. And I mean, AI wasn't even a problem even in my prep run in the solo championship. AI is even weaker and more horrible in these conditions than usual. They can't seem to grasp the concept of slippery road, but yeah, teammates as well, as you can see, not a huge challenge right there. And we drove our way to the personal win, the first place, but the team as well has more than enough points to qualify for the win. I'm a little bit surprised that my two teammates did finish behind one of the AIs. Not sure what's going on there, but yeah, whatever. Now onto the Bolo Ocho circuit, again the other track in Guanajuato, so all the same rules apply. There's a whole bunch of slow corners here. Make sure to use your brakes, otherwise it's gonna turn into a bit of a wreck fest. And here on Bolo Ocho, specifically look out in the very first corner, because everybody's full of energy and enthusiasm as they approach it, and usually nobody brakes here. As you can see, I got punched right in the rear, and now this NSX, is it? Yes, The Honda is pushing me, just, you know, get out of my way, I'm coming through. And yeah, not particularly nice. I don't think that's very intentional being rude, but yeah, never like it. But let's see if we can actually pass them, because as you can see, they smashed the walls in every corner, which makes it easy to get close to them, but not easy to pass, because, you know, I don't want to crash out. It would be quite stupid to lose the race just because both of us crashed out. So let's try to do things nicely the way we like them. A little bit messed up exit here, so still have much better speed on the straight coming up. Oh, I missed the braking. Yeah, so as you can see, I missed the braking. Now sliding in the corner, a little bit more contact here. Like, come on, let's do this. No. Oh. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad so far. Now I need to make sure not to murder the... Oh yeah, they don't actually need my help. I started braking even earlier than I should have, just to make sure I don't rear-end them in that corner, because, you know, it's really bad when you line yourself up for a good braking and then somebody smashes you and you fly into the wall. But they chose to fly into the wall without any of my help, without any contact. That's kind of a little bit funny. So we have one more lap to go. A little battle of ours. Seems a little bit more contact than I like, but in general, nice and kind of almost respectable. Yeah, NSX is a very fast car, but as you can see, it takes a little bit of effort to drive it. I finally managed to pass them with enough safety net. Now, the biggest question of this evening, will I survive this corner now? No, I won't. Just as I was saying that, I got rear-ended right there and absolutely murdered into the wall. Also got into it at the bad angle, so yeah. A little bit disappointing, you know. This race had all the chances to be a nice battle for the first place with a teammate in the safe conditions, and yeah, ended up with my teammate choosing the path of a dirty rammer. That's I don't think though it's intentional. They never made that corner really in previous attempts, so I shouldn't have expected them to brake normally. Should have just gone wide, let them smash the wall, and then pass them again. Anyways, it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. It was more fun than it may sound, actually. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.